Hey guys, Miss Charlie here with my project pan for December to January. I used up quite a lot of things in the month of December, so we're gonna go through those and show you my progress and whatnot. So I'm just gonna start first with sprays. I had the Paradise Refresh BH mist in my project pan for December, and it was down to here, and I've used it all the way up, so that was used up. I then pulled in my Pure Miracle Mist hydrating spray, and the line has been wiped off from where it was and where it is now. So, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to continue to use this in January, because I'm going to go ahead and just use it up so we can see where it is now. We'll go ahead and just mark that now. So it's about right here right now, and then I'm gonna try to use this up for January. The Tarte Maracuja Mist setting spray, this is about done. There's like maybe one more spray in here and this will be done, so I'll probably just go ahead and use this up for January as well. And then the Paradise and Set hydrating setting spray from BH. That one is, let me see where it is. I can tell. Okay, so it is currently about here when it was up here. So that's where that one is. For my concealers, I did use up the full spectrum one from CoverGirl. I used that up. I pulled the stopper out and used the rest of that one up. So that's another one that was used up. So we got 2 empties, or technically 3 almost. This CoverGirl Simply Ageless. This one is almost done. You see where she is. I'll probably just throw this in January and continue to use it up. And then the Almay Clear Complexion Concealer, there's still quite a bit in here. I did take the stopper out, so I will use this in a different project pan later on, but I did use quite a bit of this, and I think I weighed all of these, so I will show you those progresses. The CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made, my favorite foundation. I used up the rest of this one. I dug it out, there's nothing in there, and this one is in T70. I think this is the second one I've gone through, and of course I have a backup of it. And this one, I can't tell you where it is because this is a thick foundation. It doesn't really settle well, but there's a lot still in here. So, and then this one is the one in D20. This one still has quite a bit in there too, so I've been just digging it out. I just put my little brush in there and get it out. So I used up one, the rest of this one, pulled this one in, and then these two still have quite a bit in them. So those were my foundations for last month. For my lip care, I used this Amina Macaroon lip scrub. That's where it is. My husband decided that he wanted to try it and stuck his finger all the way down in there. So, yeah, but it's very moussey. It's got a nice grit to it. It's not too gritty. It's not too thin of a polish. It's got some nice grit to get the dead skin off. I really enjoyed it. And then the Be Pure Sleeping Lip Mask. This I enjoyed as well. It has like a rosy smell, but it's not like overpowering or anything. And you only need a little bit of this. So, and this is from the dollar store. I really enjoyed it. And I'll show you the weights for these two. For my skincare, I had pulled out this little tiny Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I wanted to use it up, so I did use the rest of that up. And then the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, I used that one up too. And then I pulled in for my moisturizer the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle. I did not weigh this because it's glass. It'd be too heavy for my scale, but it smells like bananas. It's very moisturizing, so I pulled this in when I used those other two up. And then the Dr. Brandt Triple Peptide Eye Cream. This is almost done. I'm gonna cut this open and put it in a smaller container, but she is about done, so you'll see the weights for this one. For primer, the Illamasqua, this is the Hydra Veil. It's got a little spatula in it, which I like. And that's what it looks like. It looks like a clear jelly. It's very nice. You only need a tiny bit of this on both sides of the face, and it's a really good primer. I also have the Hydra Veil one as well, and then I'll show you the progress for this one. For my brows, I was going to use this Belle Art and Argent clear brow gel that I just got in a BoxyCharm last month, but there's nothing in here. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. I was very disappointed because there's nothing in this tube, and I let BoxyCharm know, and I haven't heard anything back from them, so that was a dud. The e.l.f. cream eyeliner in Coffee, I was using this to line my brows, but this is way too creamy and also ashy, so I stopped using this, so I'm gonna declutter this from my collection. And the powder I was using is the KVD Brow Struck in dark brown. Use quite a bit of this, and we will see her progress. And then I brought in as a liner my tried and true, my holy grail, Wet n Wild Color Icon Pencil in Sema Brow Now. I have a couple of these backups. You get them at Dollar Tree, and these will last you for a long time. You can use these as eyeliners, lip liners, and brow liners. So multitask, but I brought that in. For bronzer, highlight, and contour, before I said this is just a Tarte container that I put in an e.l.f. bronzer that broke, and I use it as a highlight, and you'll see the progress on this. Then the Wet n Wild bronzer in Sunset Striptease, I hit pan on her, which is great, and we'll see the progress. And the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in Blossom Glow. Probably not too much of a progress on this because you only need a tiny bit of this. And this is like a pinky peach. So I always have a warm toned highlight and a cool tone in my project pans depending on what I'm using. So that was this. This is the Oprah Midi palette in Deep. I changed out the bronzer and put in a blush, and this is a blush in Fire Orange, so I put that in there instead, and I used the heck out of this contour. You only need to dip in there, you don't need much. And then the highlight that is in Sahara Dawn, so I did use this quite a bit, and in conjunction with the blush I used the Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Colorette Blush Trio in Dark Rich. So I used all of these. So I have my cool tone. This is cool tone. This is kind of cool and warm. So I mixed those. And then of course the orange for warm. And then I mixed that with this color as well. So you'll see what those look like. For powders, I brought in this Nakia Joy. I just got it and I wanted to try it out, and this is her Velvet Finishing Powder. It smells like vanilla. This thing is very nice. It's very nice and blurring, oil controlling on my skin. I don't get a lot of oils, but I do get some that come through. This really helped to control it, and I mixed it with the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder in Oat, which I really enjoy, and then the Laura Geller. This is the Baked and Brighten Color Correcting Foundation in Toffee. Use this a lot. It doesn't have a dome anymore because these are domed, and there's a little dip there because I've used it quite a bit. So these were the powders that I used last month. For my eyeshadow base, I used the Beauty Crop Stuck On You base. It doesn't have a color. I like the little doe foot applicator. It worked just fine. It did not make my eyeshadows patchy, crease, anything like that. I would recommend this. It was a really nice eyeshadow base. The liner that I used was from Ioni. This is the black eyeliner. It's very creamy. It's almost like a dupe for the Essence Extra Lasting. Very creamy, but this one does, if you do not put on a liquid liner over it, it will transfer. That I did notice. I put it on my upper waterline to fill in my lashes. If I did not do a wing liner or put on liquid liner over it, it transferred down into the corner of my eye on the bottom lash line. So just be aware of that. The e.l.f. Lash Beats Defining and Lengthening Mascara, I really enjoyed this. It's got some hairs in it. Fibers in it. I like the brush. I wish the bristles were a little bit longer, but it defined and lengthened my lashes. It did not weigh them down or anything like that. It helped them stay curly because I have been blessed with naturally curly lashes, and I like to keep them curled because some mascaras can weigh them down, but this one did not. I got this at TJ Maxx for $2.99 and I really enjoyed it. This Estate liquid liner is about going out. When I go to swatch it, it's like, yeah, I'm here, but then when you go to put it on the eye, it's like, no, I'm not. So she's about gone. She was good. I enjoyed her. I have some other ones in my collection, but this was my liquid liner. All right, so that was it for what I used in December of 2022, and now we're gonna go on to what I'll be using in January 2023. All right, so we're gonna start with like primers. Again, I'm using the Pure hydrating spray. Just gonna go ahead and use this up for this month. The Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer Pores No More. I like this very much, and she doesn't have a whole lot in there, but I'm going to be using this up as a primer. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Soft Focus, I have a little bit left in here, so I might as well go ahead and use it up. So hopefully I can get through most of this, and then I will use all of this one up. For lips, I have the Seraphine Botanicals Daikon and Dreams Lip Exfoliator with radish extract. I've had this for a while, and as you can see, she's almost done. I'll probably cut this open so I can finish using it up. And then along with the Kinder Beauty Lip Mask, and it doesn't have a thing. I think this is like rose. It's not really rose scented, but I've used this before. You have to put it on a few times. It does wear off pretty quickly, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to get through this. So those are my lip products. Okay, for my moisturizer, I am going to be using the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. I really like this. This is how she looks. She's very thin. It's like water, but but it's very hydrating. This time of year, this is what you need on your skin, so I'll be using that. Plus, for my eye cream, I'll be using the Murad Hydro Dynamic Ultimate Moisture for Eyes. This is almost finished. See in there? It's almost done, so I want to go ahead and use this up. I probably will, because I use my eye cream in my project pans before makeup and also for my nighttime skincare. So this will probably be used up and I'll pull in another one. But those are my moisturizer and my eye cream. My foundations are the Almay Clear Complexion Makeup. This one is in 75 Golden. I got this in an influencer, and this is a little red. So I will mix it with the Catrice HD in Caramel Beige. So it'll make, you know, a better color for me, but I really like the Almay. I've never tried it before I got it in influencer, and it's nice and skin light and medium coverage. So I pulled these two in for January. For brows, I'm just gonna go back to my the Brow Gal convertible brow, and I'm gonna just try to finish using that up, and then I'm just gonna continue to use my Wet n Wild pencil. So brows are easy, and then I brought back in my e.l.f. wax stick, which I really enjoyed before, to lay down my brow hairs. So these two, and then the Wet n Wild pencil will be for January as well. For my concealers, I'm going to pull back in this shade M340 from Complex Culture. This was from a BoxyCharm, and it is a little light. So I'm going to pull that in with the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. This one is in DN3, which is a little bit darker. This is the first time me using LYS concealers. I love their bronzers. I have them in 2 different colors, but I'm going to try this and mix these two to use for my concealers. For blush, bronzer, and highlight, I will have my little Becca Opal here. My best friend gave this to me because it had broke and she had a bigger one, so I repressed it. So this is in Opal, and it's like a champagne, pinky champagne color. So again, I have a cool toned highlight and a warm tone highlight. So pretty. And then for my warm tone, I have the Wet n Wild bit, and this is in Boozy Brunch. This has been around for a long time, and you're not gonna go through this whole thing unless this is the only highlighter you have. And it is very pretty and like a peachy gold. So pretty and so soft. So that's my warm tone highlighter. And then I bought the Ace Beauté Bronzed in Paradise. I got 2 of these for some reason. I don't know. I ordered 2 and I gave my best friend 1, but this is what she looked like, because I can use this for contour and then these for bronzer. This is a little red, so I'm gonna have to, you know, maybe, you know, check her out, because I like a warm, cool contour, and this is a bit red, so I might have to mix it, or just, you know, not go so heavy and then use these as bronzers. But I will try this out. If you've tried this, let me know your thoughts. And then for my blushes, I have a warmer toned and a cooler tone. This one is like a warm toned pink. It's got warmth in it, and then this one is more of a cooler tone. These are from Ofra. These were in a thing with a bunch of them, but the packaging was so bulky, I just went ahead and took them out. This one is in Coral Crush, and this one is in Pink Satin, and I just put the names on the back. I will be traveling with all of these in the next couple weeks, so they'll be getting some use while I'm away as well. I'll probably do a what's in my makeup travel bag. So it's because I'm gonna have like some other things in there, some singles and things like that I'll be traveling with as well, because I don't like to travel with palettes, but there's one that I might travel with. But If I don't, then I'm just gonna do some singles. For my setting sprays, I want to use up the rest of this Jeffree Star X Morphe. This thing smells like strawberries. I wish they would bring it back because it smells so good, but she's almost gone, so I'm going to use this up. And the Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. This one is also almost used up, as you can see where it is now. So I might have to pull in another one, but these are the two that I'm using. For my eye primer, I'm using the Perfect Prime from Be Perfect. I've had this for a while. This is, yeah, she's almost done. I'm gonna have to cut this open, but I love this primer. You only need a little bit of it, goes a long way. The full size will last you forever. I think I've had this for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So I want to finish using her up. This Stay in Line mechanical pencil from Hard Candy that I got from the Dollar Tree. See how much we have. There's still quite a bit there, but we're going to try to use this one. And then the auto liner from LA Colors, also from the Dollar Tree, and that's all we have left. That's all we got left, so we're going to use her up. And then this beautiful mascara that my Spanish friend sent me. This is from Deli Plus Color, the Volume and Curl XL. I have tried it already, and I really like it. I really, really like it. The wand on this is very unique. If the camera would focus, there's like little steps on one side as you twirl it, and then there's spikes going down the middle. There's spikes, and then there's these little steps. So interesting, but I really like it. I've used it about 3 or 4 times. I am enjoying it, so I might have to get a backup of this. But thank you to my lovely friend Nadia, who sent me this from Spain. And these are my liner, my eye shadow primer, and my mascara for January. I almost forgot my powders, so I'm going to pull in this Hard Candy translucent powder I got from the dollar store. I've used it before. It's a white powder. It does not leave a cast on me, but I do mix it with a darker powder to help cover. Now I can't put the lid back on it. She doesn't want to go back on. There she goes. Okay. And then I got this Item Beauty powder in a BoxyCharm, and it's called the Tea, and it's a little bit red, so I have to be light with this. It kind of reminds me of the Lorac one that I have in cinnamon, but it looks like it's red, but it's very finely milled, so you don't need much, and it covers nicely, and it doesn't make my skin or my foundation look darker. And this one has a little brush in it, so then I guess you just shake it through and it comes through the little brush. So that's interesting. And then cover it and go. So if you need powder, you have it all right here. So these are my powders for January. All right, so this is my Project Pan items for January 2023. Check out my other Project Pans if you do them as well. Link me. I love watching them to see people's progress. I have been doing this for almost 2 years now, and I have been enjoying it and loving going through the things that are in my collection and using them, showing them some love, and also using up things that have been there and getting them out. Get things out of there. You know, if you have like sample sizes, things that are almost used up, just get them done and out of there so they don't go bad or anything like that. But thanks so much for watching. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope your 2023 goes well. I hope your 2022 went well as well. All the blessings to you for the future. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And I thank you again. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.